Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Crypto. I hope everyone's doing good, hope you're all well. I hope you have your coffee ready for this video. My name's Don, I will be your host as ever for today's video, and I'm going to take you through some news on crypto and a little bit about Swissborg and why we are buying heavy into the CHSB token. I'm also going to cover a little bit about the LimeWire token, which we have previously mentioned on the channel, but they do have their public sale launching very, very soon. So I just wanted to bring that back up on the channel and talk a little bit about it. So let's get cracked into it. First of all, I'm going to cover off some of the prices to keep you up to date with what's going on in the market as of today. So we're looking at CoinMarketCap this morning, and the prices are actually up since yesterday's video. So if you did tune in and watch yesterday's Coffee and Crypto, you'll see the prices are up slightly since that video. Now, Bitcoin's currently sitting at 28,400. It was up a little bit more than that overnight, but we are looking very, very positive in the sense that it's back above 28k. People were starting to freak out the past few days as we had dipped quite a bit. But again, like I said, we're up since yesterday, up about 4%, almost 5%. And yeah, looking good for Bitcoin. Ethereum's currently sitting at 1,800. Not much of a change there. It's up almost 3% on the day. We've got BNB sitting at $337, which again, just over 2%, looking positive overall. Our beloved XRP is sitting at 46, almost 47 cents, up 3% on the day. Cardano at almost 40 cents, up 4.5% for the day. Dogecoin, seems to be everyone's favourite, is at 0.8, or 0.08 should I say, up 2% for the day. Polygon, nearly 10 cents, up 3%, and then Solana up a huge 5%, sitting at almost $22. So again, like I said, quite a positive past 24 hours, and I'm going to cover a little bit about why I think that may have been. And you may have seen it from the title of this video regarding another bank, and you may have seen it from the thumbnail where we've got a DJ Khaled with another one, because another bank in America it's not looking good, bruv. So I will jump into that in just a sec, but yeah, prices positive. Realistically, we're looking good on the, what day are we on now? We're on Wednesday, so we're midway through the week. It's looking good, it's feeling good. A little bit of positive energy has returned to the market and to the sentiment of the market, which is what we like to see. So let me jump straight into the first news article, and as I mentioned, it's regarding a bank in America. Not going bust quite yet, but its stock price dropping by 50% dramatically. So I'm going to cover a little bit about that in this article. So Bitcoin price jumps in the wake of the First Republic Bank price crash. Now, the price of Bitcoin, as I've just covered, has bounced upwards as First Republic Bank deposit slump sparks fresh banking crisis fears in the US. Now, the price of Bitcoin, as I've just covered, it says here spiked more than 3%. It's up around 5% roughly, and that's because the possible imminent, I can't even say the word properly, imminent bank failure as First Republic Bank shares closed more than 50% down on April 25th, so yesterday. So according to the head of research at Australian crypto education platform Collective Shift, the price of Bitcoin rallied immediately following Fox News business reporter breaking the news that bankers working with the First Republic Bank expect the institution to go into government receivership. Now, this isn't anything new in terms of another bank going down. We've seen it the past 3 months. I think there's 3 banks that have went down in the US, and ever since the banks have went down, crypto has went up. Specifically, Bitcoin has went up, and it's kind of what Bitcoin was built for. Anyone that knows anything about crypto or anything about Bitcoin, it kind of came around back, or the idea was first kind of came around in 2008, 2009, when we seen the financial crisis, and it was to kind of change the financial world for the better and go against these big banks that are not doing what they should be doing because they're all kind of in bed with the government, shall we say. And it's just happening again, except this time we have Bitcoin that people can run to, where they feel safe and secure, and where the money will go up and not go down, or be lost into some sham bank. So again, this article just kind of goes on and on, repeats itself a little bit, but the main point of the article, or the reason I'm bringing this up, is because another bank is going down. It's not went down quite yet, but it's going down, and Bitcoin immediately spiked by 5 or 6%, and it's so typical. As I've just covered, when banks go down, crypto goes up. So it's quite, it seems quite obvious, but yeah, it's a positive thing for us. So First Republic began experiencing issues in early March of this year, which led to 11 of the largest banking institutions in the United States, including JP Morgan and Bank of America, depositing 30 billion at the troubled bank. On March 26, Bloomberg reported that the US authorities were looking at creating an emergency lending facility to assist the bank in shoring up the structural challenges with its balance sheet. So again, like, banks just get bailed out by the governments just step in, they just do what they can to try and save them, and then they end up just taking them over, and the bank and all the bankers just kind of not get away with it as such, but yeah, it's mad. It's absolutely mad. So, according to an anonymous sources at the time, despite First Republic staring down the barrel of liquidity concerns, the US officials declared the bank's deposits were stabilising, and it was not at risk of experiencing the kind of sudden severe run that led to the regulators close down Silicon Valley Bank. Now, this is obviously what they're going to say. Like, they're hardly going to be like, yep, it's not looking good, bruv. Everyone should probably go and empty the bank. It's looking like another case of Silicon Valley Bank. Like, they're not going to say that. They're going to say, yep, look, it's fine. We're working on it. We're going to stabilise it. Your money's safe. They're obviously going to say that, because if they don't, and they don't come out with some sort of positive news or some sort of lie, then there will be a bank run and they will go under quicker than they expected. So yeah, it's one thing to remember that never trust what the banks are saying, never trust what the governments are saying when it comes to these banks. And yeah, it's just typical big banks over the past few years have been doing really good because of obviously the money flowing and whatnot, but now they're in almost like their own type of bear market, I guess, and they're not holding up very well, and they're all just totally collapsing. So yeah, not looking good for the banks, but it is looking good for Bitcoin, and that's all we care about. We don't care about the banks, we care about Bitcoin and crypto. So yeah, that's a news article on the banks. That's why I feel like the price of crypto has went up for the past 24 hours, and a lot of people are thinking the exact same. So yeah. Moving on then to some UK-based news then. So UK financial watchdog to the crypto industry has said, let's work together. Now, I am sort of a fan of articles like this. And the reason I say that, and I'm quite sceptical, is because, well, I've just literally just said I don't trust governments, don't trust banks and whatnot. But the UK are trying to become a crypto hub for technology and cryptocurrency and blockchain, which for me, as a blockchain and crypto kind of fan and an investor in both the space of blockchain and crypto, I like the idea of the UK becoming a global hub, but at the same time I don't, because that just means that they're going to be able to track it, tax it, control it. You know, there's going to be a lot more regulatory input from the FCA and from the UK government, which again, it's a good and a bad thing. It's good because crypto is moving forward. We're starting to get into the mainstream, which should hopefully help prices overall in the long term. But also, and the reason for that is because, well, more people feel safe enough to jump into crypto because the FCA say it's great. But we're still in that kind of phase of do they like it, or are they just trying to make some money from it? And do you know what? It's probably a bit of both, to be honest. But anyway, the UK's financial regulator, then the Financial Conduct Authority, wants to work together with crypto companies to develop a regulatory framework for the industry. On April 25th, so just yesterday, the FCA Executive Director Sarah Pritchard spoke at London's City Week conference, highlighting the need for cooperation on crypto regulations. Now, to be fair, the UK are doing it better than the US. The fact that this is even a sentence is 10 times better than what's happening with the SEC, so if you don't know, the FCA is essentially the equivalent to the SEC in the US. So it's just the US equivalent are not doing so good because Gary Gensler's in charge and he is a bit of a pie, but the FCA are doing better. They're trying to progress forward and they're pushing for the regulations and are not just coming after every project, blindsiding them for no real reason. So yeah, quite positive in that sense. So we want industry's input to make sure that we get the future regulatory regime for crypto assets right. So again, she's quoted here, let's work together to shape our rules and regulations to benefit markets, consumers and firms as crypto goes from a niche to the mainstream. And that's such a big deal actually, but saying it's a niche. Me and Dec were chatting about this last night. Crypto is so small. Like, just because we're involved in it and you're involved in it and you watch it every day and you kind of talk about it every single day, that doesn't mean that it's a big industry. It's a very small industry at the moment, which has good and bad things. Good because you're early, you're getting prices. If you're an investor and you care about that, you're getting them much lower than what they should be, hopefully, in the future. Of course, I can't guarantee that. No financial advice. Since I'm talking about the FCA, I'm going to just throw in some no financial advice can be given. But realistically, as an investor, you invest early in the hopes that it goes higher and you can cash out and make profit. That's just the facts of an investor. But yeah, it's a very small community that doesn't get a lot of attention from the bigger picture unless we're in a bull market. But when you're in a bear market, no one cares about crypto. No one wants to talk about crypto. You're a geek again if you're involved in crypto. Everything just totally changes if it's a bull and a bear market. In the bull market, everyone chats about it. Taxi drivers, barbers, everyone. Your granny must even know about crypto and it's all over the news. But in a bear market, no one cares. So this part here that she mentions that the crypto goes from a niche to mainstream, we're still nowhere near that, I don't think. We are getting there and we are working towards it, as I've just previously mentioned. So it's a very small community is what I'm trying to get at. And these videos, for example, only reach a couple of hundred people at a time. In a bull market, they'll reach thousands of people at a time. So it's just a very crazy space that we all kind of invest in and live in. So anyway, kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent there, but it is just to kind of home in on the fact that crypto is so small in the terms of who actually gets to view the asset. So she referred to crypto as a one-time symbol of alternative rebellion, but acknowledged that it has become more widespread. Effective early apologies for the fire alarm, everyone, if you can hear that. I'm going to carry on. Effective early engagement supporters regulations that benefit all and helps firms to be prepared when regulations come into force. So I actually like the fact that this lady here, Sarah Pritchard, is doing this and publicly speaking about it and trying to push forward. Again, it's more positive for the UK than what it is the US if you are based in the UK. Fantastic news, I guess. I just don't know how much I trust it because it's coming from the FCA. But it's overall, it's still positive news for regulation in the UK. So, moving swiftly on then, I'm going to cover a little bit, like I mentioned at the start of this video, about the LimeWire token. I won't dive into it too much because we have released a podcast to our CG Pro members this morning. So CG Pro is our Discord community, essentially. So I was talking about this on all of these videos. And we've just published a members-only podcast breaking down the LimeWire token, why we're so bullish on LimeWire, why we're wanting to invest in LimeWire. And to be honest, most of you watching this, unless you're like a Gen Z, you will know exactly what LimeWire is. Everyone used LimeWire. They had something like, I think it was like 50 million users, something ridiculous. The number was crazy back in the early 2000s before it shut down in 2011. But they're back. LimeWire are back. And yeah, I've signed up, I've entered the KYC, I've joined the waitlist, which you can see on my screen here. Now, the reason I'm bringing it to your attention again is the public sale countdown is on. There's only 6 days to go before the public sale, which is on May the 2nd. So I highly suggest that if you don't want to miss out on this, which I don't want to miss out on this, is you join the waitlist. Now, in the description below, and I'll also add it to the pinned comment, there is a link that you can use, and that will get you signed up and join the waitlist. It literally takes like 5 seconds to sign up. It's just your email address. So yeah, drop down to the description below after you've watched this video, sign up to the LimeWire waitlist and complete the KYC, and get ready for the May 2nd listing. It's, in my opinion, going to be huge simply because it's LimeWire. Everyone knows what LimeWire is. Everyone used LimeWire, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to invest in this. Personally, that's my opinion. That's why I'm investing in it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Big fan. I used LimeWire so much in the past, so it's a bit of a nostalgia trip, and it's now came together in crypto. So it's like two of my worlds colliding, a nostalgia and the new world of crypto. So yeah, anyway, like I said, click the link in the description or the pinned comment, get signed up, and yeah, be prepared for the listings that are coming as well. So there's 4 huge tier 1 exchange listings coming midway through May. Don't know what exchanges they are, but based on what I've heard, they are big known exchanges and they are worldwide. So yeah, should be very exciting. Now, let me get a quick sip of my coffee, as I never get a chance to drink my coffee. And that's the whole point of this video. It's called Coffee and Crypto, and it's for everyone to join in, get a sip of their coffee, chill out, relax, and let me chat crypto to you for 20-25 minutes each day. So quick sip, and then we'll quickly move on to the next part of the video. Okay, so the next part of the video is a quick dive into CG Pro, which again, I've kind of touched on it there with the LimeWire stuff, but CG Pro is our membership, our Discord community, which has over 2,000 members actively using and engaging within the chat room and within the 20 plus channels that we have. A few things that you'll see here we'll cover. You'll get a monthly newsletter, which just is an overall kind of catch up from the month. You'll get a mindset post to make sure that you know exactly how to deal with bear markets, bull markets, profit taking, you name it, we've got it, and we cover and help your mindset. We have technical analysis, trading, we do intraday trading, we do long-term trading. If you check out some of the videos on this channel, you'll see how we trade and how we make our money from crypto. There's live streams coming back to the Discord, which will be a members only live stream where I will be hosting it. It's a Q&A. You can chat away and ask me any questions and I will directly answer them on stream, and so much more. There's literally so much within Discord. I've briefly mentioned some of the points, but yeah, I would suggest you check out the link in the description if you want to know that little bit more and join the crew, as we call it, and enjoy it. Now, for anyone in the UK, you will know this post might hit home with a lot of people, but it was just to show you the differences between how you can choose to start your day. Now look, this stream and video is called Coffee and Crypto. I love coffee. I don't love paying almost £5 a day for a coffee, which is what Starbucks costs, but I do love paying, do you see what I've done here? Less than £1.30 on a Discord membership that will help me then pay for my Starbucks every single day when I've became rich from crypto. So again, please excuse my subtle plug, but I do suggest you do check it out, join the crew and join the community, and we will help you be able to afford a Starbucks at almost £5 every single day. Now, Swissborg then, I mentioned it at the start of this video and it's in today's title. We are buying heavily into Swissborg CHSB token. And why? Why would that be? Well, we are huge fans of Swissborg. That does not go kind of without saying. The reason for that is, well, go back and watch pretty much every video. We talk about Swissborg quite a lot, but the reason we're so bullish at the moment, or even more bullish than normal, is simply because of how much bullish news is coming out of Swissborg and the plans that they have for the remainder of the year and the next year. The hero score, for example, starts, I think it starts next week actually, or it's just kicked off. No, it's in May, yes, it'll be next week it kicks off. That's huge, really excited for that. But not only that, just the fact that Swissborg have continued to develop, try and achieve more, bring new products to the community, all within a bear market. So you've seen the price of Swissborg be, in fact you can see it on this chart here. It's been, I'll try and get that, that's the past 1 day, that doesn't make any sense. So the all-time chart, it's been up, if I can get the top of it, I don't think I can, but it's been up, there we go, 150, a little bit, I think it was like $1.56 at one point, but it's been at $1.56 in the bull run, and that was way, way, way before they actually had pretty much half of the products that they have at the moment and half of the plans that they have for the future. Now, this is my personal opinion on Swissborg. Again, I'm investing my money, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And if you check us out on Twitter, if you follow us on Twitter, again, link below, you'll see that we have been posting a lot about us buying more CHSB token. We're not being paid to buy, unfortunately. I wish Swissborg would pay us to buy CHSB, but we are just putting our own money that we have saved up or whatever it may be, or gained from crypto. We're just investing that all back into CHSB because we're super, super bullish on the project. So yeah, like I said, this is something that I'm doing and what most of the guys on the team are doing. You don't have to do it. Just because I'm telling you that I'm doing it doesn't mean that you have to do it. Never take investing advice from some crazy guy drinking coffee in the morning on YouTube. Just, I wanted to make you aware that the stuff that's coming for Swissborg, the stuff that I've seen, the stuff that I've heard, I'm extremely, extremely looking forward to the future and even over the next few months. Now, we're still technically in a bear market, but I'm actually quite happy about that because the price of Swissborg is only 17 cents. I've had this since it launched back in 2020, held for the whole period. Bought it, I didn't even know what price it was ridiculously low, and done really, really well from it, from when it went to $1.50. And I expected to do that once again. I expected to go even higher than that, if not more than double what it's done before. Again, will it do that? I hope so, because I'm invested very, very heavily, a little bit more than what I should have, but I'm quite comfortable that the money I've invested will pay off in a few years. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you. It's up to yourself. If you do want to invest in Swissborg, then please check out the link in our description for a Swissborg account. If you use our affiliate link, you will get a sign-up bonus of up to €100 worth of crypto, simply for using the link below. So it costs you $0 to click that link, but you'll get up to $100 every time that, well, not every time, but as soon as you sign up and you deposit for the first time. So it's a deposit bonus, it's an affiliate link. We get a little scratch card ticket as well, which is great for us, and you get up to €100. So it's a win-win for everyone. You get to use the best, in my opinion, the best exchange in crypto, and you also get to buy it at a ridiculously cheap price at the moment. So yeah, can't wait for it, love it. I'll be buying more once I get paid and I can get more money in to the Swissborg app. I will be buying more, I can guarantee that. Okay, so that's us for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, remember that we do this every single weekday, so please remember to tune in, turn on post notifications, subscribe to the channel, of course, if you do want to see plenty more of these videos. Check out any of the videos on our channel if you haven't already. If you are new here, thank you for watching. If you aren't subscribed, please consider it. It's free to do so and it helps support the channel. And yeah, thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow for another episode of